ranch in Presidio County. Ridge flew over their places, taking it all in, but resisted the urge to buzz the east side of the ranch where his house stood. The house he'd built, but had never lived in. The house he hadn't seen in 10 years. Up ahead, in the dead center of the ranch, lay the landing strip put in for crop dusting planes. Around the landing strip were stables, bunkhouses, 3 barns, numerous sheds, the foreman's farmhouse where Archer lived, and at the top of a small hill, the extravagant mansion where Ridge had once stood on the front porch and rung that orange bell. The mansion where his father lived with his 3rd wife, Vivi. Yep, gossip of the decade. Vivi Cortland, Ridge's one-time girlfriend, was now his old man's spouse. His stomach churned, and deep-rooted resentment covered him, thick as the hard-packed soil. Back. All the useless feelings he thought he'd conquered were back, as layered and nuanced as ever. Anger, shame, fear, guilt, disgust. Damn it, he muttered, settled a straw Stetson on his head, and climbed from the cockpit, an unwanted lump in his throat and the morning sun in his eyes. He forced himself to breathe. In, out, smooth and steady. Nothing disturbed him. He was the boss, in control, in charge, tough. Ridge pocketed the plane's key remote control, turned to the cargo hold to get his gear, and that's when he spied her. Lumbering up in a battered blue Toyota Tundra extended cab pickup truck and parking catawampus beside the tallest barn on the ranch. He cocked his head. Who was she? The woman hopped from the tall truck with the fluid grace of a playful water sprite, more at home underneath a cascading waterfall than smack in the middle of the Chihuahuan desert. She wore faded blue skinny jeans that fit like spray paint, cupping rounded hips and a firm, lush fanny. A neon pink V-neck t-shirt showed off a hint of sweet cleavage. Her flat-heeled cowboy boots were scuffed and dusty. From this distance, it appeared as if she didn't have on a lick of makeup, and her thick, dark hair was pulled into twin braids. A gust of hot, lazy June air blew across the sand, and her nimble fingers reached up to tuck a tendril of loosened hair behind one ear. Ridge had a startling vision of easing the elastic bands from her hair, undoing the braids, and watching that tumble of hair fall over his hand, soft and smooth as liquid silk. What the hell? Why the instant lust? Normally he went after tall, willowy blondes like Vivi, not petite, shapely brunettes. Why? That was easy enough to answer. A, the brunette was smoking hot. B, there was something familiar about her, something warm and cozy and inviting. C, he hadn't had sex in so long, he'd almost forgotten what it felt like. Hope cut into him, gutted him open, leaving him raw and hungry. Hey, who knew? There was a wedding this weekend. Alcohol, food, music, slow dancing. Maybe they'd hook up. Easy, Lockhart. Getting ahead of yourself. He didn't even know her name, or if she was involved with someone, or if she'd even been invited to the wedding. No, but that didn't stop steamy sexual fantasies from unspooling inside his head, nor could he shake an odd feeling that he'd gone fishing for shad and managed to hook a mermaid instead. The woman opened the extended cab's passenger side door and bent over, butt wiggling as she ducked her head inside to retrieve something from the back seat. That round, wriggly rump robbed the air from his lungs, hijacked his brain as effectively as a gun-toting bandit. As the owner and CEO of Lockhart Drilling, he made snap decisions on a daily basis, and he'd honed the skill of sizing up people at a glance. From the click-quick snapshot trapped in that breathless time of his mind, Ridge knew she was the spunky girl next door type, able to climb trees, make chicken soup for a sick neighbor, organize a charity drive, spike a witty barb at smart-ass know-it-alls, passionately root for her favorite sports team complete with face paint and logo jerseys, park her butt in the church pew every Sunday morning, and cheerfully answer 3 a.m. phone calls from friends in need. She was, in fact, everything Ridge was not: perky, happy-go-lucky, laid back, a rule-following, people-pleasing team player.